All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Creator Side Income. Today we have a special guest on with us. This is actually my mentor when it comes to the creator space, and he has taught me a lot. He got me involved with doing product reviews, started me on YouTube, and he's also my kid brother. So, McKay, it's good to have you here. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do?
Hey, thanks, Tyler. So I actually got into reviews because of our other kid brother, who, and I don't know if you know this, but way back when he told me that he got a product for free once, and I'm super cheap, and I'm like, wait, what? You can get things for free, and people will just send it to you, and all you have to do is a review. So a long time ago, I got into reviews. Eventually, I started a YouTube channel, and my house is a mess with all the stuff I review. I really enjoy it. It is a lot of fun, but yeah, I need to find a better way to get rid of stuff.
Yeah, now I can vouch for that. I've been to your house. You've been doing product reviews for almost a decade now. How many things would you guess or estimate that you've reviewed total, that someone has sent you something for free or paid you and then you reviewed it? How many
Wow.
total things?
3 to 5,000, yeah.
Which is crazy. I'm sure people listening to this are like 3 to 5,000 things. That is a full-time job. We're going to talk about YouTube today, but when just thinking about reviews, how much time are you spending doing that per week?
Yeah, well, I've talked to you before, so I know that we do kind of a similar thing. Ever since I had my first child, I decided to wake up at 4:30 every day. So usually in the morning, I will spend about at least 2 dedicated hours specifically for reviewing products. Then throughout the day, in random moments, if I have a chance to record something, I'll do that. So maybe another 30 minutes to an hour. And then at night, after my kids go to bed, that's usually when I do the communication side of things. I answer emails, talk to people, and I also get a bit of recording in. So probably about 3 hours a day, plus on weekends, it's generally an extra 3 hours per day where I have more time.
I wanted to get that in, even though we're going to talk mostly about YouTube today, just so people understand. And YouTube's part of this, right? Because you're creating these videos, you're putting it on Amazon now, but you're also putting it on YouTube. So that's how you're getting compensated for your videos that you're shooting. But I mean, it's consistent work, it's hard work. It probably feels like a part-time job, except for that the schedule is flexible.
Yeah, well, and as you know, it's always in your mind. Like you're never not doing stuff. You're always thinking about it. You're always getting emails. You're always so it's very time consuming for sure. So fortunately, I do enjoy it. Otherwise, this would be a really crappy job.
I thought that consumption would wear off after a month or two, that I wouldn't wake up and like check my earnings first thing in the morning, but it's kind of addictive, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is. Especially when things are getting better, like right now, it's just before Christmas season. So fortunately, things are getting better every day instead of worse.
Yeah. And we are going to do a follow-up chat probably in a month so we can talk about November's earnings on Amazon. But today let's talk about YouTube. You started your first YouTube channel. I think was Super English Kid your first one?
Tutorial Geek was my first one. This was I don't know how long ago. I was out of a job. I wanted a way to practice graphic design, and it morphed into a whatever channel. And then I did Super English Kid. I taught English in China for a bit. And so that was a teaching English through song channel that actually has done quite well. I haven't touched it in years, but then for the past probably 5, 6 years, I've been doing Go Tech Geek, which is my specifically product review channel. I started it because I know you started a channel, reviews of cool stuff. I think at the end of 2016, I
Right.
started Go Tech Geek just a couple months later, very beginning of 2017.
Okay. And you had run channels before where you were putting video reviews, but you were also doing step-by-step installations and other things.
Yeah.
So why did you create the new channel?
Yeah, so Tutorial Geek, I intended that to be for tutorials. And then as people were sending me stuff to review, I needed a platform to put it on. So I just kind of put it on there. And then as that was happening more and more, I'm like, I should probably have a specific channel for this. And that's why I created Go Tech Geek.
I think it's important to recognize here for our audience. It sounds like you've done a bunch of different channels. I've done a bunch of different channels. And the reason we start new channels is our audience has a specific need. Like this channel that we're on right now, I used to have a review channel, but having videos about reviews, about the process, was getting mixed in with the reviews, and it just wasn't as helpful for my audience. You had a similar thing where you had a bunch of things going on, but wanted a dedicated channel. So when you're thinking about creating a YouTube channel, you have to think about what does your audience want and need, and how can you best serve that need? Did you get traction right away on your new channel, or what did it take to get either to the monetization point or even to have consistent views?
It's hard for me to remember the very beginning, but now when I joined, YouTube didn't have the monetization requirements that they have now. So I was
Right.
monetized, I think, instantly for a couple months. And then they implemented the new policy, and it took me to the end of the year. So I think for probably about 8 months I was not monetized. So I guess that means it took me about 8 to 10 months to get the 1,000 subscribers. So not fast, not slow. I know for everyone on YouTube, it's very different. I did have that kind of traction going. I already knew how to do videos. I was already doing them. So all of my videos that I first put out had a decent-ish level of quality, I suppose.
And I know because we started our channels at roughly the same time, yet you were monetized within a year. It took me 6 years to get to that point. So obviously your videos were doing a better job. Plus, I think you were more consistent and posting to YouTube. Do you remember in that first year? So if we go back to 2017, 2018, about how many videos were you posting a week or a month? And how much was involved in creating those videos?
When I was doing that, I guess that was about 5 years ago, I was spending a lot more time editing because I was figuring things out. I didn't know what I was doing. I was spending a lot more time doing video too, because it was a lot more of, I'm gonna video everything I can, and then I'll edit out everything that doesn't work. Now I'm to the point where editing is really quick because I know exactly what I need to film. I know exactly how to edit and cut things down. Like I edited 3 videos this morning before our call, just because like I can do it in a matter of minutes now.
Back
Oh,
in 2017, were you doing like 10 reviews a week, or was it like one sporadically? What
yeah,
did that look like?
I feel like it was probably about one a week or one every other week. And a reason for that is people were just not requesting me to do reviews as often as they are now. I know a lot of people buy their own product to review. I'm absolutely the cheapest person possible. I mostly review what people will send me for free because I don't want to spend money to do videos. I should, because I could do much better videos and much better products, but I don't. So yeah, I wasn't doing it nearly as frequently as I am now.
It doesn't make sense to subscribe to a review channel where you're reviewing everything in the universe. It's not niched down. Yet you have what, like 10,000 subscribers? Do you know why you have any subscribers at all? Like, why are people going to your channel?
I think your question brings up a great point. And realistically, for my channel, I should probably do 2 channels because there are 2 kind of styles of videos that I do. One is just a straight up product review. I could just grab, this. I'm working on a bird feeder camera and do that. No one's heard of this bird feeder. No one's going to be searching for it. The only people finding this video are people who are going onto Amazon, looking at the bird feeder, and then seeing, oh, is there a review out there for this so I can get more information? So that's not a lot of people. You know that there are not a lot of people coming to our channels. The other type of video I'm doing is after I've built up so many bird feeders, this is like my 5th bird feeder that I've reviewed, then I can start compiling things and doing comparison videos. So almost all of my subscribers are from some of the videos I've done where I've compared different things. So I've compared webcams, I've compared portable power stations. These are the videos that tend to perform really well because they're informative to people to say, hey, comparing this to this, what are the things I should look out for? And I
Yeah.
should probably realistically do a channel just for stuff like that, and then have this other channel for more specific things that people can search for.
I think having your comparisons on the same as your individual products, that's good, because who's coming to your YouTube channel are sellers. And the more subscribers you have, the more views you have, the more legit you look. And so you're getting more offers. I know on my channel, you have 10 times the traffic I have, but I have more videos than you. And I don't have those comparison videos. In fact, I don't have a single viral video on my channel. My top performing videos are like at 1,000 views maybe, and 99% of my videos have less than 100 views. But almost all my subscribers are Amazon sellers, so it's people coming on, seeing what products I am reviewing, and then asking me to review similar products. I would suspect that you have a few thousand subscribers who are similar, that are sellers, that are watching you, but they're coming because of your traffic.
Well, all the sellers who contact me say that they've been following me for a long time and they're big fans. So I know you must be right.
But I am Michael's biggest. No, Michael is my biggest fan. He is not your biggest fan, despite what he emailed to you.
I don't know. I will ask Michael so we can settle this once and for all.
All right. Now, let's talk about your channel, just the numbers really quickly. I mentioned, I know you have over 10,000 subscribers, but I don't know exactly how many subscribers, what's kind of a monthly view count, and if you're willing to disclose some of the financials, what does a typical month look like for you revenue-wise?
So right now, my subscriber count's about 14,500. For the last 28 days, I've had 187,000 views, 6.3 thousand watch time hours. I've got just about 350 subscribers for the past month. I think for the year I've got just over $9,000. So I'm getting close to about $1,000 in revenue from YouTube AdSense for the channel.
I know that in different niches, typical CPM for product reviews, I think, is around $10, but I don't know. So I'm curious what yours looks
I
like.
don't even look that up. I don't know where to revenue for every 1K views, RPM, right?
Yeah.
That's the one. Okay, so it looks like I'm making $5.26
Cool.
for
That's what I hoped. When I started monetizing my channel, it was right around $3, and it has raised to, this last month was almost $5. So I was curious if you're in a similar niche, if it would be similar. So
looks like I am. And I don't actually know compared to other channels. I think this might be higher than a lot of like gaming channels, for example, because people are going specifically to buy something usually when they go to visit a review site like this or whatever.
now, the beauty of your channel and a review type channel is you're doing a lot with affiliate links. So as an Amazon affiliate, you have a link in your description on all these videos that's pointing people back to Amazon. Do you know roughly how much you're earning per month just from the Amazon affiliate side?
Yeah, and I will say that this fluctuates much more wildly than YouTube AdSense, but as of I think a couple years ago, I started making more money with Amazon affiliates than with AdSense. So I'm making probably about as much, 1,000 a month as well for just the affiliate links.
So if we look at the entirety of your channel, you're getting things for free, and in many cases, they're paying you to review them. So I'm guessing that's probably another 1,000 per month.
That's actually something I've been working on more. I wish I would have started this a long time ago, but I have so much stuff when people ask me to review. I don't need anything anymore. I don't even really want things at this point. So the easiest way for me to get rid of people bugging me to review stuff is just to charge as much as I can. But it's turned out great. So I earn usually about 1,500 a month just for people commissioning me to do videos.
So if we're adding all those things up, it sounds like a $3,000 to $5,000 a month business that you're running here in a few hours a day. Obviously, it took you a long time to get to this point, but you're basically making a full-time income on the side.
With the Amazon influencer program, where so I'll post videos on YouTube and on Amazon. Most of the money actually comes from Amazon, but between those two and the commissions and everything else, I am making more money doing product reviews than I am with my full-time job. But this is the first year I could say that I've worked for free for many years. I've worked for at minimum wage or below for many years. So what you say is true. Like I've certainly been working hard for many years, and it took me quite a while to get to this point.
And I know that because I've followed. I think the cool thing and the reason why I want to highlight this here on this episode is while you're doing one thing, product reviews, your income streams are somewhat diversified because some's
Yeah.
coming through Amazon Associates, some's through Amazon Affiliates, some's through AdSense, some's through sponsored posts, some's even reselling those products on Facebook Marketplace and things like that. So you're getting money in lots of different ways, which is significant because I know you're doing better on some of those streams and I'm doing better on some of the others.
Mhm.
So it's where we're putting our focus, which requires research, understanding the different platforms, understanding what sells. There's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, well, and the other really nice thing about this is I had put in a lot of work previous, but I'm still reaping the rewards of videos I've done several years ago. Like if I were to completely stop cold turkey, not do any more reviews, I'm still going to make quite a bit of money for some time. So I am still seeing the benefits of the hard work I've put in the past, which is really nice that I can see some of that money still coming in.
So things that you wish you'd done differently or tips that you have for a new YouTuber on any channel or one specific to product reviews?
Yeah, well, I'll talk to you kind of specifically about this because you're very familiar with the Amazon influencer program, and that's where probably both of us make most of our money. I actually joined that program a long time ago, and I didn't realize that if I were to put videos up there, they would show up on product pages and I'd get a commission for that. It wasn't until just over a year ago that I realized that I could have been doing that 3 years ago. The reason I wasn't was simply because I probably overlooked an email I read, or I just wasn't looking into it. So if I did anything over again or had any advice, it would be to always be looking for opportunities, always be looking for what's new out there. That's what I wish I would have done differently, or if I did things over again, I would.
Now, let me push back on that a little bit because I think one of the things that has been very intentional for both of us is we haven't scaled, right? You're not hiring virtual assistants in the Philippines to work for you while you sleep. You're not hiring out your editing to other people. You don't have someone managing your time, and you're not spending a lot of time or any time on other social media platforms. Has that been an advantage to you, or why have you decided to keep it a one-man operation?
I have thought about like how could I hire someone to do other things for me, like maybe thumbnails, for example, or different things. And I think a part of it is just that I'm not that big. I am making pretty decent money this year, but I'm not making anything crazy. And also I'm to the point now where I'm so comfortable doing things in a certain way that it would be probably quite a bit more work for me to hire someone to do some of these things for me.
It's good to get your take because I kept things simple just because and you know this, when you get a ton of products, your problem is how do I get rid of them?
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to move from being a content creator, a solo creator, to being a manager of other people and other things. I just don't want that clutter in my life. I think we all have our reasons.
Yeah, well, and that's another thing I've thought of is like, what if I could hire someone to help me get rid of stuff? And as I think about it, it's like, well, this is all the work I would have to do to teach them how to do the thing. And it's still, it's like, I don't know if it would ever be worth it. But, you know, when I blow up and I'm making millions, then yes, I will be doing that, I'm sure.
Well, I'm okay that you're not doing that because you're the favorite uncle and that you always have awesome gifts at Christmas time and any other time, like because you have too much stuff. So
Yep.
that's great. Obviously, you have now several thousand videos on your channel. Which ones have taken off and gone viral and which ones haven't? And is there a correlation with how much time and energy you spend with it, or is it random? What have you seen?
I have about 800 videos on my channel. Let me talk about 2 videos that have done well. One video, I was sent a bunch of portable power stations. So I compiled a video. I said, here are different things. Let's compare them. Let's talk about portable power station. I kind of expected this video to do well. And for, I think about 5 months, it did nothing. Like it got no views. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it started doing well and it just skyrocketed. I made a few $1,000s off of it. Right now, it's not doing anything, like it's hardly getting any views at all. But it was nice to see that I could put in the effort. I could spend time to try to make a really high quality video, and it paid off. Now, in contrast to that, I did a video and I had no intention of even putting it on YouTube because I'm like, it was for Amazon. Like, there's no way this will do well. It's just a dumb video on a portable washing machine. Now, this video, there's nothing special about it, but it started doing really well. And right now, it's my best performing video. I have no idea why. Maybe just everyone's in love with portable washing machines right now. Maybe it's because Temu has portable washing machines. It is really weird. And the unique thing about that too is like it started doing well almost instantly after I posted it, which that never happens for any of my videos. So it's very surprising. I will say this. In general, if I put time and effort and I make an intentional video to do well, most of the time it performs at least okay, and a lot of the times it performs really well. Most of my videos are just quick 1 to 2 minute videos, and I don't expect them to do well, but every once in a while a video like the washing machine will surprise me and it will do well, and it's always fun to see what happens randomly on YouTube.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Here, just think about, I want you to think about how are you continuing to learn and grow and improve? Are there YouTube channels that you're watching? Are there things that you're specifically researching to get better at video editing and video production? How are you getting better with time?
I do occasionally watch other YouTube videos for tips. Most of the time, I'm not. Like the reality is, you're gonna have to learn the things on your own at some point. So it is great to hear other people's perspectives. It is great to get advice from other people. But whether or not you watch other videos, you're gonna learn the same things more or less. It's just from different perspectives. So that is a good thing. But I think really what it comes down to is I have been making videos for a long time, and part of how I've been changing things depends on like some of the stuff that people send me. I have a really nice desk setup. I have a desk, I've got 3 monitors, I've got 2 cameras pointing at things, 2 webcams, I got a bunch of lights. All of this was sent to me to review. So the more stuff people send me, the better my setup is getting. One of the most significant changes I've done recently is just changing the video editing software. I use DaVinci Resolve now. I've avoided it because I knew that there would be a learning curve, and there was. When I switched over, it really kind of cut productivity significantly for a while, but as I got used to using it and found ways to automate different things, now my editing is faster than it's ever been. Also, something that has helped is just the amount of products I'm getting has forced me to do something that I know you've talked about a lot, which is batching. Is, I'll film a bunch of things at different times, then I'll do different processes at different times. And I've done this enough times that I know exactly what should I be filming, how should I be talking, at what point should I do different things. Then when it comes to the editing process, it's just a matter of shuffling things around. And, I don't film in order. I switch things up as I edit it, but that's because that's the fastest way I can do it. So I can do multiple videos a day before I go to my full-time job.
And I know that because a lot of the things that I'm doing are in response to watching you and having been to your house while you've been filming. I've learned a lot from watching you. And that's part of the reason I wanted to have you on the channel today is we've been able to have lots of conversations. And I thought we should open that up to other people, especially people that are already doing this, so they can glean 1 or 2 little nuggets from what we're doing, and especially what you're doing because you're crushing it. And so I wanted to kind of have that on here. I think I do want to have you back on the show in a few weeks to talk specifically about the Amazon influencer. Once we're past Black Friday and the holiday season, it would be really interesting to see results, but also talk more about the processes there. Today, I think it was really cool just to hear kind of your backstory and your YouTube. If people want to subscribe to your channel, again, remind us what the name of the channel is and all that stuff.
Yeah, if you just Google Go Tech Geek, no spaces, I should probably pop up. If not, then it's not worth your time and just give up.
Exactly. It works though. I search for your stuff all the time. Fortunately, I subscribe, so when your new videos come out, I'm actually watching them for tips on how to do video editing, how to do comparison videos. I have taken a lot of your suggestions, and I'm a much wealthier man because of it. So thank you very much. It has paid off very well for me to follow your advice. So thanks for coming on today, and we hope to have you back on again soon.
Thanks, Dan. It was fun.